What's up? This is Jay. So I just want to found a few interesting articles here and a really neat video about what's going on in the economy and what where the market is possibly at, so on and so forth. So I just want to share with everyone. I found this article. I'm going to put the breakdown of the link in the YouTube video here. So really fast, I just want to ask you if you could subscribe or make any comments. I'd really appreciate it. Share this link with those who you are friends with, or just share the link. I'd really appreciate that. So let's get started. So the Corona bailout, the $2 trillion economic stimulus. Here's a quick article about the breakdown of what's going on, and I'll just go over this really fast. So we've got some student loans and public health, and you can take a look at this on the link. And you got the individuals, how much of this $2 trillion going out to the individuals, large corporations, small business, state and local government, and then the safety net, whatever that means. But anyway, so there's a really neat something on there. What's on it? Because everyone's like, well, what's on it? What's on the $2 trillion coronavirus bill? So there it is. Also, here's a very interesting article that I found. It's called Stimulus Bill Allows the Federal Reserve to Conduct Meetings in Secret. Gives Fed $454 billion slush fund for Wall Street bailouts. Now that's interesting. So it says the bill provides specific sums that can be made as loans or loan guarantees to passenger airlines, $25 billion, cargo airlines, $4 billion, and loan guarantees to business necessary to national security, which is $17 billion. But when it comes to the money going to the Federal Reserve and then out the door to Wall Street, the legislation only says this: not more than $454 billion shall be available to make loans and loan guarantees to and other investments in programs or facilities established by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of providing liquidity to the financial system. Read about that. That's a really interesting article that somebody had wrote about. The next one is the financial crisis is talking about the mortgage system here and a possible collapse of the mortgage system. And I just quickly highlighted something that kind of caught my attention. It says when individuals stop making payments on their home mortgages, the companies that handle the loans and process those payments, so-called mortgage services, are still on the hook. They're legally obligated to keep sending money to insurers and investors in mortgage-backed securities, the giant bundles of home loans that are packaged and sold on the securities markets. And that's very interesting because we get our mortgages from the banks. But where do the banks get their money from? Well, apparently, I'm not saying according to this, but some banks may get their money from the mortgage. They're called mortgage-backed securities, as we all know from 2008, for insurers and investors that put money forward, put money up on a loan, therefore, and people take the loan called the mortgage. So here's a really good video by a guy that I follow. His name is Mike Maloney from goldsilver.com, and this guy is just awesome. He's talking about gold, silver, the psychology of a market cycle. And this is a video I'm going to completely recommend that you do even subscribe to his channel as well while we're talking about it. He's talking about just the Wall Street cheat sheet, psychology of a market cycle. So you've got up, down, euphoria, so on and so forth, and also simplified market cycles. So he'll go over that video. He'll go over that in his video. And I just wanted to share these few links with you. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Any comments, I'll try to reply back to you if I can. What I'm going to try to do as well on some of these videos is not just help people to understand the basics of budgeting or saving money, so on and so forth, but just go over some articles as well, of some interesting articles that I found that maybe is not being put out there on the regular news channels because that's all they want you to hear. There's a reason somebody once said, and I think it was Morgan Freeman who said this, that they call them programs, like news programs, for a reason. They're programming. So think about that for a second. Anyway, this is Jay. I'm out. I hope you're well. God bless you. God loves you. Keep safe. Later.